All right, let's get started. So we got Anastasia at the front page. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, wow. This is that's an interesting artwork. That's a good display. Let me do this and move this to the side a little. Like that. Close that out. Close that out. Let's check out the summon gates. We have Altaria, Mordred, Durga. We have Kama. Okay. For the sake of comparing of what has changed from the previous stream, I would like to bring up this right here. So I will bring up the before and after. I had so I upgraded this guy to 96. That's one thing that's changed since last stream. Also got some skills up. I got Kama skills up. I guess I go. This doesn't hurt, so it'll be a quick cooldown. Yo, Palm, how you doing? So I get to bring Kama to 10, 10, 10. I mean 10, close to 10, 10. Close enough. All right. And we brought Farming the Rift. Oh, you having fun with that? And we can bring. So we got her up there. We brought this guy to 10, 10, 10 as well. I mean 10 up here. That's what's changed this last stream. All right. Not much has changed. I just did a little bit of farming as well. I did some QP farming. Well, yo, listen, she is quite up there. But I farmed with this guy, so that's why I chose him. All right, let's go over to back to Atlantis. And she needs like a variety of materials too. She has a lot of stuff. Let's go to Hecate Island. Hephaestus, god of the blacksmiths. Section 10, Hephaestus, god of blacksmith. Lord Odysseus, there's something we need you to take a look at. Someone's been contacting us anonymously, and they're just repeating the words, "This is Aya's island," over and over. Is there even an island by that name in Atlantis? Send it over to me. Go on. You're all dismissed. Hello. My apologies for contacting you like this. Odysseus, I trust everything is going well on your end. I can't say I care for your taste in codes, Cristadia. I don't know what you were thinking, using facts that didn't happen in my history as a cipher. I'm sorry about that, but you see, I wanted to ensure that this conversation remains strictly between us. As such, I hope you can understand why I wish to avoid using my personal line. I see, so you want to keep whatever this is about a secret from Olympus. What are you up to? I thought you and Zeus the Demiurge were staunch allies. In fact, my understanding is that there's no one in all of Olympus who poses even a remote threat to you. True, but one can never be too careful. You may have authorization to command Artemis at the moment. But for all we know, there could be someone outside the chain of command who wants to take control for themselves. That is why I'm taking these extra precautions. Does this mean you'll be coming here yourself? Alright, what can I do? I want to know which island Kali will be arriving at next, so that I only need to teleport once. You hardly need to fight them yourself. There simply isn't anywhere for them to flee on these waters, and even if there were, they couldn't keep it up for long. They haven't a prayer of setting foot on Olympus without facing me first. So why would you waste your time just to put yourself in harm's way? There's nothing wasteful about this at all. As the leader of the Cryptors, it is essential that I settle matters with Kalia personally. I see. I didn't take you for the sort of to mix business with pleasure. You're making a foolish, typical human decision, but if you're determined to go through with it, I have no reason to stop you. I'll let you know where Kalia is as soon as we're confirmed your location. I'll also keep quiet about this to your servants. Yes, I would like to keep kindness out of this, but don't worry. I'll be taking the Descuri along for protection. They are a magnificent divine spirit who know how to serve Olympus properly. The same cannot be said for kindness. I'll keep my promise. No one besides me will know you mean to come here. However, I did not promise to restrain anyone who might already be present. So, kindness hurt everything. Castaria certainly has terrible luck. I doubt the thought that you would be here even crossed his mind, given how much he despises us. Yeah, caught. Yeah, I bet. Believe me, your face is the last thing I want to see right now. Man, did I pick a hell of a time to stop by to clean my spear. This is the worst. The absolute goddamn worst. Where you can't even trust your own servant. Terrible luck, I'll say. He's never had luck on his side in his dang life. I have no interest in you and your and Custodia's trust issues. If you have any objection with this arrangement, tell him yourself and leave me out of it. Oh, you better believe I'm going to object. I'm going to object my spear right through his dang head. I'm so pissed off I can hardly see straight. Only 2 more times my ass. That son of a bitch in his freaking plan. Huh, what did you just say? 2 more times for what? You want to know what he told me when we formed our contract? Fine. He said, my plan is perfect. I can already see how this will all end. I expect I will fight only 2 more times before Olympus is reborn. And one of those times is going to be with those freaking weaklings. That bastard. That dang bastard. That does it. I'm tired of playing it nice. Custodia can find out I've taken care of Kalia myself after I wiped him from the face of the earth. Oh my goodness. This is getting far more competitive than is necessary. It's a race of who can kill Kalia first, Odysseus, Kindness, or Custodia. Well, whoever finds them first, be it my troops, Kindness, or Custodia, it's clear that Kalia's days are numbered. Enemy or not, I almost feel sorry for them. Getting attacked by 4 fronts. Alright, since you're here, Palm, let's see what you got here. That's if you logged in at all. Let's see. Also, let me fix this filter. That's because I was farming, it was QP thing. No priority. There you are, just like that. So they want me to bring a rider and assassin. I mean, a rider and a caster. Oh wait, yeah, rider and assassin. That's right. I'm forming the triangle. Let's see what you have over here. Let's go with your skill type. Hey, you're talking about 1-2-1. All right, we'll make his him get his shine on real quick. And we're gonna switch it over to story event. So we have this. I'm trying to think. I could bring a caster here. I could bring Ilya, and I bring Koinskaya. That way I fit both bills. That's what I'll do. Quick servant? Okay. I'll bring Ilya and I'll bring actually no, I'll bring Kama. And I'll bring the other ruler. I mean yeah, Scathic Scotty. I should say I'll bring the Scotty ruler. That way we have Quick and the other one too. Now this thing kind of is somewhat delayed here. Maybe because it's loading a couple things. Alright, here we go. Alright, looks good. And let's start. Alright, there should be something here on Deimos Island that can lead us to our next lead. I see Orion will be coming with us this time. I'll do my best. Yes, we should all strive to do that. Talk about a mismatched team up. You know, this island seems a lot more like the remains of the gods we've seen than it does, well, an island. Yes, it does. It's hard to walk on. Every step you take seems to make a clanking sound. Are you sure there's no servant we can recruit here? Assuming Medea's intel is accurate, yes. According to her, there's supposed to be an assassin somewhere on this island. An assassin, huh? Oh no, what if they end up taking over my place on the team? That's a good worry right there. Relax, nobody's taking over for you. I mean, it's not like you're any help outside of anti-personal combat anyway. Hey, I cook and clean and do laundry too. So does Magicardo, and nobody has to remind him. Besides, it's not like I'm going to do that sort of thing. Food isn't something you make, it's something you take. You sound like a pretty stuck-up king. I am a king. Well, strictly speaking, we suppose we ultimately failed to become a king, but nonetheless. He just switched over to the royal. We like it was the most natural thing in the world. I used to be a king too, for what it's worth. Really, I didn't know that. Well, I did end up spending like half my life traveling around like some sort of adventurer. An adventurer? Oh, I like the sound of that. I'd love to be one too. An adventure isn't the sort of thing you embark on by choice. Yo, how you doing, Eric? You doing well? It's just a word we use to pretty up the idea of going down an unexpected, difficult path where you never know what may happen with your every step. Because without prettying it up, people would be so afraid to go down a path like that, and they never take a single step onto it. Huh, there's a lot more substance to that argument than I was expecting. In a sense, one could certainly make the claim that describing an ordeal as an adventure is obfuscating the truth. I'm doing well, just keeping cool over here. It's like 89 degrees out here, so it's kind of hot. How's it over there? Is the temperature over there? It definitely sounds like something he'd say. Me, well, the reward at the end of my adventure was a bevy of dancing beauties. So it was a treasure well worth risking my life for. Really, I can't say any value in treasure that isn't wealth, fame, or status. Well, there is, if you say so. Gosh, even though you two are both Greek heroes, you couldn't be more different. You can say that again. Don't you lump me in with the likes of him, Corday. He's just a wild beast while I'm a bona fide royalty. May I have a moment of your time, Holmes? I'm breaking our no transformation if at all possible rule, because I'm afraid we have something of an emergency. Yo, hotshot, welcome. We've detected a staggering number of hostiles from middling to large size not far from your location, so I would urge you to take all reasonable precautions. Been all over the place? Okay, so it's like, this is the mix, so like the range is like what, like 50 to 70? Going home next week? Oh no! Man, but I know that travel case is gonna be full. There's a lot of souvenirs coming back. So there's a lot of memories. So that's nice. You can make some core memories while over there. Hope you had a great experience there. Alright, we're leaving. Snap decision. That was fast. Still, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. What's the point of adding another servant to our ranks if we all die before we can do anything with them? Then does that mean... Bro got the whole inventory? Yeah. He does. He's got like that exclusive code. He said, I got this. Enter this code here. I get all the Obachan skins. Yeah. Just hopefully there's no like tariffs or something like that on the way back, right? It's a safe bet that our destination lies in the same direction as all those enemies. How do I know? Because my gut is telling me that's how that is fated to go. What if we just took a little peek to see what things are like there? I can't say I recommend such a course of action, but I suppose the circumstances leave us no choice. Live in Canada? Oh yeah, you big chillin'. Yeah, that's nice. Are you nuts? Forget it. I've been to Canada. I went to the CN Tower like maybe 8 years ago. It's pretty nice. I saw the, what was it, Ontario sign, I think it was. I saw that one. I went to Tim Hortons in Canada as well. Even the common chimeras and Lamia wandering around are bound to be stronger, thanks to the Theos Kedonima. So what happens if a whole swarm of them catches wind of us? Agreed. Most certainly agreed. Let sleeping chimeras lie in all that. Jason, Jason is 100% right. Let's just turn around, go straight back the way we came, and pretend we never saw this island. Well said, my Royal Town compatriot. I think you and I are going to get along just fine. You know, Paragon, I'm surprised all the stress your boss is under hasn't helped him lose any weight. There was a time when he really kind of ballooned, so... You think you could do it now? I just took a picture outside and just, you know, like the generic, oh yeah, here it is, how tall it is compared to me, like a wide angle shot. I didn't think about climbing it. That's a good idea though. I didn't know it was climbable. Alright, let me go over here. In a situation like this, that takes a real courage in its own right. There you have it, Paragon. Now that your superior and I have hashed things out, all that's left is to leave. Aw. I was looking forward to meeting another assassin. I thought we might hit it off. That's odd. What is? The hostiles are leaving the area, and at a blistering pace. Perhaps they detected something of interest elsewhere, or something chased them away. I wonder what could have happened. Let's go on ahead and see for ourselves. Well, if these creatures are all gone now, I have no issue with proceeding on our current path. Although I am more than a little worried about all this, something seems off. Got it. Alright then, let's go see what this assassin person looks like. What? Are you okay? Yes, I think so. I'm sorry. I must have stepped on something slippery. Ah, clumsy fool. It doesn't matter how slippery the ground may be. A true hero would never... Never what? Even the greatest heroes stumble from time to time. There you go, just how you rewrite it. But the fact that they are always able to pick themselves back up again is what makes them heroes. Whoa, I can't believe he managed to spin a fall into a lesson in heroism. Profoundly moved. Guess we'll have to literally watch our step. Yes, Paragon, I'll do my best to be careful not to stumble. Demonic beast. All hands. Battle formation. They're even stumbling. You guys stumble too? Oh, that's amazing. We get like a stumble debuff. That's a-okay though. Okay, so they get a debuff, a stun debuff. We get to use Kama for the first time since we got her. Very nice. That's right. I was in farm mode for a while. So let's do this. Let me see. Do this. I'll see if I can't remember if this is AoE. Yep, AoE. Alright, we'll do that. We'll see if we can cycle through this. Okay. Let me see. I have that. This was 50 plus that, so 70. So it's not enough. I think this is 50. Let me just confirm. It was 50. Okay. Well, let's just attack. Alright, so he's gonna kill one of them. I wonder if he could just one shot. He probably cannot. Yeah, he couldn't. I'll just one shot this right here. This gives attack if I remember correctly. Yep. Perfect. Now let's lay it down. Luckily, he's just stun locking them, so I can just kill this.
そうしましょう。
はいはい。
それそれ。どうでしょう。
堪能してください。
わかります。
はいはい。なんだ
Yo, Savage, how you doing?
無偏罪を与える。
So far, in the story, let me give you a quick recap. Kindness find out that Custodia is scheming to take out Chaldea himself personally,
わかります。
and then Kindness is like, me personally, I will not take this level of this. Yeah, it is. It's like 80 plus outside. Actually, that's just close to 90. And Kindness is like, me personally, I would not take this level of disrespect. And she's like, you know what? I'll go kill the Chaldea people. So now it's a race of who's gonna kill Chaldea first. I'm glad I changed my radiator out when I had the chance. Otherwise, in this heat, it's unbearable. That was a difficult battle, though not for the usual reasons. There's something about slipping that really causes you to shrivel up, if you know what I mean. I lost track of how many times you all slipped. Must be nice being the one who's just giving orders. You never have to worry about literally falling down on the job. No, all that slipping and stumbling rearranged my handsome face into a bear's mug. I wouldn't exactly call that new in your case. Look, I'm a simple man with simple goals. In the future, I just want to be a panda so that women everywhere will love me. Is that so wrong? Custodia, no, you still have blue skies? Blue skies, high ambitions. Look how beautiful the weather is. Oh, I'm hurting all over, and that's not even counting the blow on my pride. It's not how often you fall, it's whether your glasses remain intact. Well, at least we're done here now. Might as well keep going. Let's do it. Ah, serves you right. Okay, now that my spirits are lifted, let's keep going for real this time. Here, Paragon, let me help you up. Thanks, Smash. Not at all. As your servant, it's the least I can do. Ha. Shut up, Jason. Ouch, that's harsh. Coming from you. Alright. Actually, now that we have this, let's type the queue out. We did this. I have a lot, like 60 million. 60 million QP. I was farming. I was quite impressed with how fast I was farming. I can show you here. You're like, halt. Look at this. Like 60 million, almost 60 million. Wait, what does this do if I level it up? It just restores more HP. Only that's a lot, isn't it? That's huge. Because whenever I only had like 10 million or 5 million, I like septupled it. I did a good amount of farming. Alright, next one. Let's go over to here. So we can go with Malusine. You should have 10 times that? 600 mil? Goodness. Oh my goodness. She's arts. Arts. So I'll bring my pretender. Yeah, I've been spamming the apples. That's for sure. I've been spamming it, and I've been going in there. Yeah, I was going. It's like the 3-turn is tricky, so I have to level up the priest a bit more. So I'll do that right after like the story part here. Level him up, so he can just one shot the statue, and we go from there. All right, we'll do this, do that, and looks good. I could bring another lancer. I could bring what's her name? Yume Ren probably. So I have AoE single target, single target, single target. I do that. For some reason, this part right here takes a very long time just to load. Alright, so let's go over to... I don't have... Well, let me sort this out correctly. Let me just filter it by lancers. One more copy of Black Girl. I think I only have like 2 copies. So you're almost there. I'll go with Yume Ren. Got it right here. Speaking of that, the 2 copies. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we can do right here. This is pretty stacked. Yikes, the hell happened here? This place is destroyed. Wait, there's something else here that's been destroyed. What are these things? At a glance, they look like some kind of defensive weaponry. Maybe that monster horde wrecked this place and moved on once they got bored. Alright, I'll stay here and keep a lookout. The rest of you, get those nanomachines and get out. Understood. Thank you, Jason. The interior still seems to be intact. There's something a little different about this place compared to the ones on the other island. Like, what's this? It looks like some sort of nameplate. At first blush, there would appear to be ancient Greek letters, but they're just different enough not to qualify. We need more samples. Is there anything else we can use for reference on these letters? I'll go. I don't think I'll be much use for anything else here, so I'll see if I can find anything related to these letters. In the meantime, there's no reason to wait, so let's just use the nanomachines now. Alright then, I'll go ahead and bust out my usual workaround. Huh? Intruders detected in Theo's Kiramon supply system. Oh dang, they actually like said if someone uses the machine that trigger the alarm. Proceeding to eliminate. Oh, that can't be good. That siren seems to have alerted some functional models of those defensive weapons we saw earlier. Crap, this is all my fault, isn't it? This is so embarrassing. I could die. Thanks a lot, Monte Carlo. Looks like we'll just have to find our way out of this. Understood. You're right, we are intruders, but while I'm sorry to have to do this, we're not going to let that stop us from eliminating you. Alright, so it's just trash mobs. No problem. Here I'm thinking it's going to be like, oh man, the big man Odysseus coming through. We got to square up with him. But nope, not the case. This is the single target, right? Oh, it's all okay. This is all of them. Okay, that's good too. You changed your form? it might be randomized in the thing. Let's go with let's just start one-shotting though. Oh wait, I'm gonna do this. Kill this. Just barely enough for that one. Hey, wait, no, see, look, I said what you said, Palm, and I randomized it, okay? That's why we saw, like, adult karma last one, and now we have brat karma. Okay, I randomized it. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Just randomize it. Let's just sweep. Can I get the full refund if I give her this? I didn't get a single point off of that. No. Okay, I realized I do not know how refunding works in this game. Alright, so let's go over to... Oh, I don't have that. Okay, that's okay. Let's kill this. Actually, she'll kill this, and then let Hallucinate kill the other thing. I messed up the order there, but it'll die next turn, I think. All of them. I don't think she could one-shot that. She can one-shot the other thing though. Surely. They're all die next turn. I don't have attack buff. I have C-star down. Alright, let me just kill this with this. And then send them this. Okay, I think that works.
こんなのに頼るなんて本当にどうかと思いますけど。もう川の三毛花。アム。咲かせてあげるよ。
Dang. So close.
はいはいはいいいですよ。ご苦労様。
Alley-oop. That's the last of them. Just what I like. A nice, easy battle. Hey, look in the direction those things came from. Oh wow, I didn't notice there's a whole passageway over there. Wanna go see what's inside? I mean, Jason did say there's supposed to be a servant somewhere on this island. That's true, but I don't sense any other servants anywhere. Then again, since they're an assassin, they could just be concealing their presence. You stay close to Paragon Mash. I'll go scout on ahead. Understood. That's not a good idea. He's gonna get separated, brainwashed, come back. Man, this temple's a lot bigger than I thought. I can't even see where this passageway ends from here. Let's keep going. Roger that. Whoa, I can't believe how spacious it is in here. It is, isn't it? Still, I'm not seeing anything particularly unusual, big as this place is. Yeah, I just took a walk around the whole place and I didn't see anything either. Well, at least we can get a little rest, right? Guess I'll sit down for a bit then. Jump scare. I think that scream literally curled my blood. What is it, Paragon? What the hand? Huh? Keep it down, would you? Where am I? Who am I? All right, I can tell from the scent that must be in the ground. It's talking. Then the answer is easy. Koga Ninja Art, Earth Evasion. Koga's coming back? Ah, it feels good to breathe worldly air again. Guess we found the assassin. Oh, Chiyomi. We thought you died in that singularity. Bingo, you got it. Wait, that must mean you're from Chaldea. So, why were you buried in the dirt? Ah, I was hibernating. I've never heard of a servant hibernating before. Well, it is not because I am a servant so much as it is because of the Theos, something or other. Theos Kiro Nima. That is the one. At any rate, the servant who went on ahead to Olympus asked me to stay behind and wait for you all here. They said they had left enough information that you would be certain to make your way here eventually. I see. What the? This destruction is horrific. What happened here? Well, we did, I see. So you got an error when you tried to acquire the Theos Kiromiya by force. Oh, are you the new servant? Are you the assassin? May I ask who these people are? This is Nemo Professor. I see. Forgive my saying so, but you do not appear to be much of a fighter. You're right, I'm not. My role's strictly analytical. I guess I should probably introduce myself too. I'm Magicardo. So far, I do enjoy the Professor Nemo, because when she's on the field, she gives us buffs, which is amazing. I am called Chiyomi. She sure talks kind of stiff. I can't tell if that's her way of being polite, or if she's actually subtly mocking me somehow. Oh well, I guess there's no sense in worrying about it too much. While you were back here, we found a few more data points for the nameplate we saw earlier. You're not going to believe this. It turns out that this temple is actually Paragon. This temple belongs to Lord Hephaestus. The professor just froze up. Ouch, just when she was about to make a huge announcement, this Chiyomo lady goes and steals her thunder. I know how she must be feeling all too well. Wait just a moment, please. Isn't Hephaestus one of the 12 Olympians? I am confused. Did Lord Jason not explain the situation to you? Oh, right. I see. Things must have been adjusted so that the information would only be released once he came to his temple. What are you talking about? First, let's call for Lord Jason. He should be present for this discussion. Okay, I'll go get him right away. It's like he's piecemealing us. Jason's like, oh yeah, that part I left out conveniently. Alright, what's this all about? Why did you want me to come inside? Huh? Oh, my head. Hello, Lord Jason. Long time no see. Then again, it has been difficult for me to keep track as of late, so maybe it hasn't been such a long time. Ah, you're Mochizuki Chiyomi. Right, this is Hephaestus Temple. Would you be so kind as to explain the situation to Chaldea? I would do it myself, but everything here is, well, Greek to me. So I'm just a guide now, is that it? Fine, I'll do it. Nemo, go ahead and open up a line with a shadow border. Don't worry, this place is clean. Hey guy, what's up? All your vials are green, so I'm guessing nobody injured or anything. Well... an anti-wire trap bounded field, huh? Oh yeah, well, it's because we didn't know if you lot would be able to make it here at all. We couldn't let the situation get worse thanks to some idiot who couldn't even get this far, after all. You don't mince words, do you? Here you can start by taking a look at this. Let's see. Good, everything's still working, and we've got 3 backups in place too. They definitely favor being safe over being sorry. I take it your memories were sealed away prior to reaching this temple? Not exactly. It's more like my brain was forced to download the information I needed when I got here. Basically, I know how to check the logs of all the servants who have been here, even if I've never been here myself. There we go. I'll go ahead and play it now. Playback request received from Hephaestus console. Executing master authorization. Please keep the master in the designated position. So I just have to stand here. That's right. Scan complete. Analysis confirmed. Human of proper human history. Forming master contract via command spell. Speak your name to confirm. Paragon. Paragon authorization complete. Initializing prior visitor support mission. Uploading holographic data. partial data encryption, partial data corruption, reconstituting with substitute data, initiating playback. There we go. We'll start recording now. Hello, Chaldea. I am anonymous. I am anyone and no one. We wish to keep our true name a secret, says the archer. I'll change the way I usually speak too. I'm an archer, just archer. Indeed. If data about us were to be leaked, it would put us in even greater danger at Olympus. However, we understand that we cannot all remain anonymous and still ask for your trust. So one of us will need to reveal their true name. I guess that leaves me then. Oh, so Medea revealed herself, and she made it to Olympus, and she's doing the inside job, all for the sake of Jason. Because he did look after Jason and his drunken bender. After all, if Lord Jason is with them, it won't be much of a secret that I was here too. I'm Medea, student of the goddess Hecate. Guess I'll go ahead and reveal my true name too then. I'm Sakata Kintoki, ready and golden. But let's just keep it to the two of us, yeah? The rest of you better stay anonymous. You think so? Sometimes with information, the time can be just as important as the information itself. Alright, I don't know anything about that sort of thing, so if you say you're sure, I'll take your word for it. Alright, Chaldeans, let's begin in earnest. We don't know how you got here, or whom you may have with you. But for the purpose of this discussion, we'll assume you have a decent level of both equipment and servants. By now, I expect you'll have discovered that this Lostbelt is probably the strongest and most habitable of all the Lostbelts you've seen so far. I also expect you have a decent idea of the situation here, thanks to your interactions with the Atlanteans. But let's go over it now anyways. Let's just be sure we're on the same page. It all started 14,000 years ago. Fascinating. I thought the Indian Lostbelt divergence point from proper human history was furthest in the past, but this one is far beyond that. 14,000 years ago in proper human history's timeline, all the gods who lived in Atlantis were killed. Some believe that a white titan has something to do with their demise, but the truth is that nobody knows for sure. However, the remnants of Atlantis civilization eventually made their way to Greece, eventually becoming the mythology of the gods of Olympus as we know them. Putting aside the matter of what Olympus was like in proper human history for now, suffice to say that in this Lostbelt, the gods survived. The ones who lived in Atlantis continued to flourish, eventually going on to build an Olympus of their own. But apparently it wasn't all peaceful. Once this titan no longer posed a threat, a rift began to form between several of the 12 Olympians. We don't know why, and frankly it doesn't matter. They were probably just arguing about who to side with. Of course, this conflict never happened in proper human history, since none of the gods existed by this point. At any rate, the Olympian gods fought amongst themselves, and the winning side went on to rule Atlantis. And as faith in the gods continued, the concept of what the gods were gradually began to change. On average, the people of Atlantis lived for about 800 years. However, they choose to continue to wait for the gods who abandoned them. That's why these guys were willing to die. They was like, we'll get shot by our enemies real quick. In fact, they're so friendly devoted that they have no qualms about sacrificing their lives to the gods. However, the gods who lost the battle survived. What? They weren't killed? Hephaestus, god of the forge, is there right now. He's just chilling out here in the outskirts. Initiating encrypted connection. It sounds like someone's trying to say something. Activating automatic response program. If this system's been activated, that must mean I was destroyed. Dang. Lord Hephaestus, it is I, Mochizuki Chiyomi, please answer me. The data I need to answer your queries clearly has been lost. Reason, the head unit where my database was stored has been divided. Reason, a strike that severed my head unit during battle. 56.4% of data stolen by Olympus. Connecting Prometheus for assistance. The Demiurge, Zeus went berserk. Instead of ending the Age of Gods, he chose to remain as his ruler. Some gods supported his decision, some gods opposed it. There were thoughts, theories, rifts. The 12 gods' opposing sides became more entrenched. There was a war, a great war on Olympus that began something years ago. The following 6 units were destroyed. Hephaestus, Athena, Apollo, Hades, Hestia, and Ares. No, why did Athena and Hestia have to go out the way? No, I wanted one of those. The other ones is okay. The following 6 units continue to rule Olympus. Zeus, Artemis, Hera, Demeter, Poseidon, and Aphrodite. Oh, I heard this person's a problem. I was like, oh, okay, that person's a problem. Well, let's continue. There is a meaning in my existence. Hephaestus' forge unit remains partially intact. What does this all mean? Sir Hephaestus, allow me to ensure I understand you. I presume we will need your help in order to fell this Lostbelt's tree of emptiness. However, you were destroyed in a war that took place thousands of years ago, and the majority of your brain and forging abilities now lie in Olympus's hands. That being said, you are still capable of some manner of forgery with what functionality remains to you. Do I have that right? That is mostly correct, with one exception. The strike that severed my brain and the death of half of my unit took place within the last year. These acts were performed by a servant siding with Olympus. A servant? A servant managed to cut through a god of this size with a single strike. Well, don't be shy, man. Tell us. What in the world was the servant like? The answer to that question has been lost in consequence of damage to memory storage. Do you have any other questions? Kind of surprised he doesn't seem to care more about the servants who literally cut him down to size. I suppose that is simply how gods think, rather machines, so we should perhaps say that, or as we should perhaps say in this case. It seems they value data more than memories, and functionality over data. What do we need to defeat Artemis? Or resources insufficient, indigenous life forms incapable. At present, there is no weaponry on Earth capable of destroying Artemis. Calculating the amount of Theos metal required to reinforce base power to sufficient levels. Calculation error. There's no reinforcement. There's nothing you can do to protect from Artemis. So not even the nanomachines will be enough. Are you saying there's no substance in this world capable of destroying Artemis? Affirmative. I request that you search for an object. Designation: Divine Construct. Only a weapon that has been imbued with a conscientiality high-ranking divine spirit can destroy Artemis. So we'll need to convince kindness to somehow help us destroy Artemis. I can't believe we need a divine construct. Indeed. We have a little hope of readily finding any servants whose noble phantasm qualifies as such a construct. There's one servant in Atlantis who matches those criteria. True name? Achilles. Achilles. He's gonna get shot in the heel again. Right, the hero of the Trojan War. Good point. I could easily see a guy like Achilles having a divine construct or two on him. He's probably a lancer. Wait, what if he's a rider? Crap. Does this mean I might be out of a job soon? They're all worried about getting replaced. I can reforge his shield and armor into a noble phantasm capable of destroying a god. I see, so you were the one to forge them in the first place. Then reforging them should be well within your abilities. So that's how it is, huh? Wait, how can Orion not do this? Throw hands with Artemis. He's super Orion, goodness. The king of crit. Well, okay. The important thing is that someone can bring Artemis down. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. Are you sure you're alright with this, Orion? Not really, if I'm being honest. I never wanted to foist this responsibility off on anyone else. But I also understand painfully well that without a divine construct, there's only so much I can do. All that remains now is the little information convincing him to cooperate with us. I believe that we will be where you come in. I believe that will be where you come in, Paragon. We still have no idea what sort of hero he is, after all. I don't know. Legend states after he won his duel against Hector, he tied the body to his chariot and dragged it around for kicks. If that's true, he could be too wild for us to rein in. And I'm not saying that's because I'm worried about him displacing me as a rider, because I'm not at all. At any rate, it would seem Achilles is our next goal. I don't suppose you would happen to know his whereabouts as well, would you, Sir Hephaestus? I do. I have just uploaded the corresponding map data. Take it. Oh, nice. Don't mind if we do. I see there's a bunch of other data in here as well. You don't mind if we use that too, do you? I do not. Come to think of it, we still don't have any Theos Ketonomia from this temple, since we got an error when we tried to take them earlier. I have re-registered you as valid users. There's no longer any issue. Then does that mean it's okay with you if we take the Theos Ketonomia now? Affirmative. My Theos Ketonomia improves durability. Oh, really? Nice. Then what are we waiting for? There's only enough for 2 servants left. Dang. So there won't be enough to go around for everyone then. I needed to enforce the knot list, so that's one portion accounted for. So how should we choose who gets the other? I'll pass. I don't think even doubling my durability will make me any more useful, so... I've already acquired Lord Hephaestus Ketonomias myself. Looks like it's all yours then, Orion. I know that was your original plan, but on second thought, I'll pass too. Dang it, Orion, you needed this. Why is that? I guess you could say it's my hunter's intuition warning against it. Besides, I'm already good on durability. Then you should take it, Lord Montecarlo, since you always fight on the front line. Dang it. Good point. Alright. Dang, he got the sloppy seconds. Okay, I'm ready. If I might ask you something else, Sir Hephaestus, do the other 12 Olympians all possess similar characteristics as you? They are all able to impart abilities similar to their authority. For example, Athena Ketonomia improves overall combat ability and imbue the recipient with combat-related skills. Hades Ketonomia provides the recipient with pseudo-immortality. Oh, that's nice. Zeus Ketonomia improves abilities across the board. Poseidon Ketonomia improves combat ability at sea. Alert, Hades, Apollo Celestias, and Ares Ketonomia no longer exist. Dang. But as I recall, Ketonomia means legacy in Greek. And as far as I know, you are still very much alive, no? I named these nanomachines our legacy once it became clear that we had become stagnant. Even after 10,000 years, we were unable to create a next generation panacea that could have replaced the nanomachines. That was our limit, the point where the gods outlived our usefulness. Since we effectively died at that point, I thought a name would be fitting. I see. Can I ask you something too? Paragon. I think Hephaestus is waiting for you to ask your question. Why are you going so far to help us? Unknown. Insufficient data to respond to query due to damage to head unit. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe someone knew if they saw the Chaldeans here, Hephaestus would be hostile. So they took away the anti-weapon unit here. Well, what's your best guess then? Answer based on limited remaining data, because it is rational. Having indigenous life forms live independently is a more efficient use of energy than ruling over them. The current Olympus is inefficient. Things that are inefficient should disappear. That is my answer. I see, a rational response indeed. By indigenous life forms, I presume you mean humans? Correct. Hephaestus' actions were motivated by neither sentiment nor emotion. Once he had concluded that his enemies were behaving irrational, he simply chose to side with us. That's pretty much how all the Olympian gods are built. Though they're definitely much more mechanical about it in this Lostbelt. Very well then, putting Artemis aside for the moment, that still leaves the other two obstacles in our way. Namely Odysseus' army and Poseidon. Any information you could share on either would be greatly appreciated. Releasing data on Odysseus' army. This army appears to draft people from Atlantis into joining, then rapidly improves their capabilities. Data on Odysseus is not available. You really don't have anything on him. Accessing this data is risky. I do not recommend it. So if he accesses the data, he's going to get spotted. I expect that accessing data on Odysseus would open him up to being hacked. Attempting to access data on Odysseus' army's primary weapon. Echidna, success. Oh, that's cool. Echidna. As in the demonic beast that gave birth to Cerberus in Greek mythology. The one with the woman's head and the snake's body. Paragon, that looks like Tiamat. Unclear. There is evidence that proper human history data were referenced in this creation, and it was given Theos Kiromia to let it mass-produce demonic beasts. This accounts for the significant increase in demonic beast population on this island. I just had a thought. I saw in our records that an enormous demonic beast attacked us when we first got here. Did this echidna creature produce that one too? Insufficient data, unable to answer. It's okay if you don't know for sure. Even a guess would be fine. Please tell us, Hephaestus. According to Echidna's specification, it is capable of mass-producing everything from small to enormous demonic beasts. Considering it was made for the purpose of eradicating Chaldea, there is a strong possibility that it produced the enormous demonic beast that attacked you. Yikes. Well, thank you for that despair-inducing answer. I estimated that destroying Echidna would lead to the destruction of Odysseus' army. So destroy the progenitor. Is something wrong, Chiyomi? Oh no, I am alright. I simply have some mixed feelings about the fact that this creature is part snake. I too carry a serpent's curse within my body, you see. Oh wow, I had no idea. But at least snakes are cute, right? Indeed, as I am. Of course. It's true, you're downright adorable. I suppose this is what I get for trying to make a joke. Haha. Attempting to access data on Poseidon. Success. Damage to the head unit detected. Poseidon is no longer capable of logical thought. Dang, He's a handicap. He is now simply a defensive system that attacks anything invading his territory, so he moves on instinct. Memories, records, emotions, feelings, everything gone, erased, destroyed. Evasion impossible, conflict inevitable. Advice on best course of action. Hit him with everything you got. I recommend downloading data about his 3 weak points, his divine cores. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Guess we can worry about Poseidon later then. Yeah, let's start with what we can do now. Agreed. After all, the only way to reach the truth of any given matter is to lay facts on top of one another until it presents itself. Alright, we'll start by looking for Achilles, see if we can convince him to join us. And I will use my forge unit to create weaponry. Does that mean we need to come back here then? Negative. My forge unit exists in a separate, safer location. Sending coordinates data. You will be able to extract it once you encounter Achilles. I see, so it operates the same condition as my forced brain download. I have no more information I can disclose at this time. Initiating system shutdown. So he just says what he wants to say and takes his leave as he pleases, huh? I tell you, there's nothing more stuck up, selfish, or mechanical than a god. At times like this, it's best to take the deluge of new information one piece at a time. We certainly can't expect Mr. Paragon to juggle all of it at once. Rather than looking ahead to the end goal, we should start by examining our current position and take a one careful step forward at a time. First, we look for Achilles. We can discuss what comes next after that. Sounds good. Hey, welcome back. Looks like you got what you came for. Yes, we did. Indeed, just the joy radiating from your smiling face is enough to make me want to burst into a song. Here we go. Luscious bangs, hidden eyes, yo ho ho hoy. That's the worst song I've ever heard. Don't you like it, Paragon? I wrote the music and lyrics myself. Fofo. I finished analyzing the Hephaestus Kiromiya. They're just as amazing as you expect. There are very clear differences between them and the general type. Interesting. What sort of differences are we talking about here? In addition to improving durability, the Hephaestus type also seems to enhance functions related to smithing. Specifically things like metalworking and imbuing metal with specific properties. For starters, I think they'll just help us to significantly enhance the Nautilus's cloaking ability. Once we're able to improve its ability to conceal us, we should be able to evade Artemis surveillance, which will, in turn, let us move from island to island in greater safety. What do you think, Paragon? Sounds good to me. Give us the cloak. Great, leave it to me. I love working on new safety features and things like that. That sounds most reassuring. In that case, by all means, have at it. Yo, Scorpio. At last. Now I won't have to take ulcer pills every time we go to another island. Right? I think so. Alright, next stop, Thetis Island, where we'll find Achilles. Yo, Delante, hello, hello. Thetis, huh? So he's on the island named after his mother. You're coming, y'all arriving at the end of it too. Let me see how many nodes is the next part. If it's 1 or 2, we can do it. But if it's like 3 or greater, yeah, like that's like definitely a next stream type of thing. Glimmer like a meteor. All right, let's do friendship point summon. If we get some like Anger Manyu from the friendship point summon, we'll go for a 1 multi on Durga. Durga. Alright, and so we get Anger Manyu. Oh, it's loading. Oh shoot, it's loading a long time. But it loaded for nothing. Oh well, I got tricked. Well, that brings us to the end of this stream right here. I appreciate you all for stopping on by, and hopefully see y'all next time. Adios. Bye bye.